3 rebounds shy of a triple-double. Here's the thoughts from the Beard.
Hey, James, we know about your scoring prowess, but we're, facilitated and what you were able to do once again tonight. Is there a psychological aspect of, distributing the ball, facilitating and helping the guys around you build confidence, especially with you seeing some stretches with the second unit?
Yeah. I just want to come in and just get a feel for what's going on, Obviously, I could be more aggressive offensively, but we have, more than enough, scorers and guys that can put the ball in the basket. So I just got to pick and choose my spots, which I feel like I'm doing, okay. But facilitating, getting guys shots, getting our bigs, finishes at the rim, and just trying to be solid defensively is, what I'm trying to do.
How do you decide when to go? And is that something that in communication with guys on the floor, as coach staff, how do you decide when, all right,
A little bit of everything, but I think it's just a feel for the game. If, guys got it going early. Joe had it going, so we want to kind of run, get him shots as many as he can until, he can't shoot anymore. Obviously, KD and Kyrie's going to get it going at some point. And then make sure in that second unit, make sure guys are getting shots and, Reggie's getting finishes, Jeff is getting his shots and open looks. So just a little bit of everything. It's a game within a game.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, James. You mentioned you have a lot of guys that can score. I'm curious, what was your impression of Kyrie's fourth quarter performance? And secondly, was there any tactical changes defensively from the other games, or do you guys just play better individually?
We just play better individually. We have more energy. Defensively, we have a more sense of urgency. Offensively, we had the ball moving around from the beginning of the game, and guys are getting shots. And I think that's just going to take every single game. Even though Miami, had that zone, we were more aggressive. We attacked it, and then we had more confidence in our shots.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, James, it's only been a week, obviously, since your Nets debut. I guess, in a time where practice time is limited and you've had a ton of games, how much more comfortable do you feel even in just a week, given the amount of game reps you've had, than you might have been in a normal season adjusting?
I'm very confident, especially in this group and what we're capable of. We haven't had a lot of much time to practice, which we keep saying, but I think learning on the fly and learning while we're winning is obviously good. We still could have played better. We still were stagnant a little bit, especially in that second half with their zone. But credit to them, they're a good team. They got it going. Bam, had it going all night, and we just got to be on the same page defensively, for 4 quarters.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
James, I don't want to say it's ever easy, but perhaps it's easier when you're on a 2-game losing streak to have that urgency that you're talking about on the defensive end. Mm-hmm. What does it take now to then bring that into Monday against the team that you just played?
Just building off the things that we did, good. Communication, we were more physical, we were into their bodies. Bam made some tough shots, a couple shots, bounced in, in around the rim a few times and went in. But for the most part, I think we were more physical and we were communicating, and we were on a string. That helps our rebounding, that helps us, in our positioning, to help each other out. So, like I said, communication is very key, and as long as we have each other back, we're able to get stops at a high level.
Steve Lichtenstein with WFAN.
Hi, James. When you fouled Bam with 3 seconds left, was that for the bench obstruction, or was that you not wanting to be on the wrong end of another Colin Sexton situation?
Just try to play smart basketball. Not really knowing the timeout situation, but we're up 3 points with time running out, 4 seconds on the clock. Put them at the line and try the free throw game. I'm not sure. I think he made 2 or missed 1. But it's just the odds are in our favor and it gives us a chance.
And last question, Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, James, obviously in Houston, so much of that team's success offensively was on your shoulders. I'm just curious how different it is or how much of a change it is for you just fitting into this new role.
It's not really a change at all. It feels good not to have to score, so much to give ourselves a chance to win the game. I can go out there and just be a playmaker and, shoot my shot when it's available. and still get guys involved and still have a chance to
Played together, but Kyrie Irving, as Frank just said, had it going on in the fourth quarter. And moments ago, our Michael Grady led off the questioning for Kyrie.
Hey, Kyrie, you talked about it, Coach talked about it, on the defensive side of the ball, less so much on the scheme, but more in terms of the hustle, the fight, those little intangibles that it takes to win games. Rate how you guys performed, in your opinion, in that department tonight in the win.
Well, we had a chance to respond, and I feel like we did. We could have had every excuse in the book. Both teams, both played last night, and we didn't allow that to happen. We had 2 losses where we had to learn a lot very quickly, and we just moved on to the next night. And I feel like we gave the effort in spurts, and obviously we want to have more consistency in that, and that'll take time. But I'm happy with the effort tonight, and I'm happy with the way Joe shot the ball. I'm happy the way KD shot the ball. I'm happy the way everybody kind of filled in, and we just figured out a way to win.
It's just the second full game that you guys have been together as a whole group. How much are you enjoying this process of building this continuity as a group as you embark on this journey?
Very excited. I mean, you come in every day and you're surrounded with guys that have a lot of experience in terms of the years in the league. So we've seen quite a lot together and as individuals. So, us as leaders of the group, mainly guys that have 8 years or plus, what I'm saying, and we're not the significant leaders, but we have a strong voice and we have to lead by example. So I think we take that very serious, and we want to leave a lasting impression on these guys. And the way to do that is coming to work every day and doing it at the top of your ability, just having a relentless work ethic. So we just want that to continue on.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post. Brian, you're muted.
Oh, hey, Kai. You talked about learning from those games in Cleveland. I'm curious, was there anything schematic that you guys learned that you put to use, or was this just a matter of you guys playing better individually, defensively? And for you personally in the fourth quarter, was that game flow, defensive matchup, or did you just make a conscious decision to be more aggressive?
That's winning time. I've always said that throughout my career. So when it gets down to that point, obviously you just want to buckle down on the defensive end, get stops, and I felt like we did that. In terms of your first question, what did you ask again? I'm sorry.
I was asking whether you learned as a team, learned anything defensively, or was it just a bit more effort?
It was just effort, man. Effort, things we can control. Like I told you the other night, you got to give credit to that Cleveland team. They had 2 guys that originally played on this team. They were very comfortable playing against us the whole entire time, and it's just mutual respect for them, and we wanted to take this game personally and just come out and compete, and glad we came out with the win.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Kyrie, I'm just wondering what you made of Bam Adebayo's performance tonight.
Oh, man. Yeah, 41, 9, and 5. Okay. It was about time Bam had 40, in terms of getting a lot of those moves that he's been working on in the offseason. And I've known Bam since he was 15, 16 years old. So just watching him grow since high school, be able to take over at this point for, kind of a undermanned Miami team, it's good to see. And obviously I'm pretty sure he would like for this game to be a win in terms of having that. But, for me, I'm nothing but a supporter of Bam, and I'm glad that, he got to shoot well and we got the win.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Kyrie, got 2 for you. First, following up on Malika's question, were you kind of trying to get a jersey off of Bam at the end of the game, and did they not allow that to happen? What kind of happened there?
I just want to follow NBA protocols.
My bad. I'll leave that at that.
Okay.
Second, obviously fourth quarter, you called it winning time, but I think you started the game 4 of 10, then you make 6 out of your next 7 shots. Is there just someplace you go in the fourth quarter to kind of lock in, or is it just does it just happen?
No, yeah, we just had to command the flow of the game. I feel like we injected ourselves as a group throughout the game, and then down the stretch, we had a few good plays that were working, and we stuck to it. They were in zone primarily, throwing some of the same tactics or strategy that the Cavs were throwing at us, 2-2-1 press, and then putting us in 3-2 zone or 2-3 zone. So we made adjustments. And
you have a lot of talk about, the defense and the improvements that you guys have talked about that you wanted to make. How would you assess the defensive performance overall in this?
I think we played with a sense of urgency. I mean, we made sure our technique was right and our schemes. I think we did a good job of forcing those guys off the three-point line, and they threw it to Bam, who's an all-star in the post, and he did his thing. Jeff and DJ made him shoot tough shots all night, and we got to live with those. And he's such a great player that he's gonna keep him in the game with his passing.